As you've no doubt heard by now, there will not be a fourth season of The Mandalorian coming to Disney+, at least anytime soon. The next time we catch up with Din and Grogu will now be in the upcoming movie titled The Mandalorian and Grogu. Announced earlier this year, it was revealed by Lucasfilm that the next time we meet up with this dynamic duo and continue their story would be in movie theaters. Directed by Jon Favreau and produced by Favreau, Kathleen Kennedy, and Dave Filoni, The Mandalorian and Grogu will go into production this year, leading Lucasfilm's ongoing feature development slate, including films helmed by Charmaine Obaid-Chinoy, James Mangold, and Dave Filoni among those in the works. Both Kennedy and Filoni are excited by the prospect of bringing The Mandalorian and his apprentice Grogu to the big screen and feel that the new story makes it a perfect fit. Both Filoni and Favreau will work together to write the script. When we last left off with their story, Din Djarin, Grogu, Bo-Katan, and their fellow Mandalorian warriors had been able to put an end to Moff Gideon's reign of terror and retake their home planet of Mandalore. Bo-Katan assumed her role as ruler of Mandalore and the leader of the now unified Mandalorians, and Din officially adopted Grogu, or as the Armorer renamed him, Din Grogu, in order to take him on as an apprentice. With Mandalore at peace, Din Djarin and Grogu returned to Navarro, where Greef Karga had set aside a plot of land where they could live when they weren't gallivanting around the galaxy on an occasional mission for the New Republic. Because the film will go into production this year, it sounds like this is the furthest along out of all the other upcoming Star Wars movies, so it would make sense for The Mandalorian and Grogu to assume the May 2026 premiere slots. That would put about 3 years in between Season 3 and the movie, which isn't too much longer than what fans had to wait through between Seasons 2 and 3. The move to make Season 4 a movie has been rumored for a while now, dating back to fall of last year, and while it unfortunately means that we won't be getting the other previously announced Star Wars films as soon as we had expected, unless of course this movie gets a brand new release window before all of that, it does mean that we know of at least 4 upcoming Star Wars feature films. Star Wars fans haven't been treated to a theatrical experience in nearly 5 years now, so it's good to have something to look forward to. Depending on how they end up getting spaced out, we could end up with 4 Star Wars films in the matter of 3 or 4 years, which would be heaven for us as a fandom. Sadly, it doesn't look like The Mandalorian Season 4 being turned into a movie gets us a movie release ahead of the previously announced 2026 slot, but that's still roughly where we would have gotten Season 4 anyways, maybe only a few months later at most if we base it off of the previous seasons. While it's an overall positive announcement and something for many to look forward to, I really hope The Mandalorian and Grogu is just the working title, and we get something else down the line. I get that it plays off of the Mandalorian title for the series, now that Grogu is his apprentice as well, but there's nothing really in that name that sparks excitement or curiosity. All it is character names, and if anything it kinda bores me. Disney has gotten into the habit lately of naming projects after the lead character, with many of the MCU projects being prime examples. And while that may work for a series like Andor or Ahsoka, or at least be put up with enough to work, it would be nice to have something a little more grandiose for a feature film. Not even for the purpose to speculate about, but to create that curiosity and element of the unknown, like Rogue One. Of course the title isn't going to stop me and many other fans from watching it opening night, but I do hope they come up with something a little more unique. Let me know how excited you are for this in the comments below. Remember to like the video, and subscribe for more Star Wars coverage. As always, thank you all for watching, and remember, the Force will be with you. Always.